Hey guys, welcome back. DripCoach here with Drip and Farm for Property, where we don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. Today's video giving you a update or recap on the AMA that was in the SwapX Telegram hosted by Bartertown, and I'll give you the bad, the good, and the potential hopium or hype that we have. So stay tuned. All right. First and foremost, the bad. The bad is that there is no launch date, and we don't really know when this will launch. And I'm on the fence as to the excuse that was given. Mentioned that previously in my other video here about ownership and stuff. And I do understand what they mentioned, how that could be an issue. So what they said is that OKX, basically, or more specifically, it would be OKX, the platform, and the company has been running into regulatory hurdles trying to get approved in the US. Now, I don't doubt that is 100% true and factual. The US is a regulatory nightmare when it comes to crypto. However, the part that I'm on the fence about and not sure who is actually to blame or to accept responsibility for is the X layer is already launched, and OKX is a number 2, 3, 4, depending on where you look, platform, and they are global. So it just doesn't quite make sense that they're hedging all their bets to get approved in the US when they already launched their layer 2 platform, X layer, and they already have a sizable foothold in the global market outside of the US. So that just doesn't fit with me. Like when you look at the stats, Coinbase did an amazing one. They're pretty much like neck and neck. Like Binance launched a year after OKX. Now Binance did manage to create a US Binance version, but you saw that just created a bunch of hell for them. But the number of cryptocurrencies listed, the fees, security, everything is pretty much like neck and neck on par. And the only difference is that we haven't seen the amount of volume in OKX as we see in Binance. And that's what Binance is getting is not because of Binance US, it's because of everywhere else. So this excuse of delaying the launch of SwapX because OKX, the centralized exchange, hasn't gotten approval to operate in the US, again, just seems like more smoke and mirrors to me. So I believe that, yes, that is an issue, but I don't believe that is the issue. That's my personal take on it. But we'll move on to the good. So the good news is that in the Telegram or in the AMA, they mentioned that the audits are actually done. And everything is, I guess, finished on their side, but they're not going to be launching or even giving a launch date until OKX starts doing any kind of marketing for X layer. And supposedly, I think BB mentioned X layer should be getting some news on what that's going to be from the OKX team within the next month or so. He did say something like that, like a few weeks to a month, like they should have some updates. That doesn't mean they're going to start marketing or do anything of this. So the issue is that we have no idea when this will actually kick off. And again, it's all related to supposedly the regulatory hurdles that X layer is running into. One thing I did see on the news somewhere or whatever was during the F1, they had OKX there. So they are doing some marketing and things of that nature. So they are pushing things forward. I don't know when that will take place though. So if they're waiting on all this to get through and get some kind of approval with the US, that just sounds like, again, smoke and mirrors to me. But again, the good news is that the audits are done and they're just waiting on that go ahead, so to speak, from the X-Layer platform overseers to give the go ahead that they're going to have liquidity and people using the platform. Again, I still think that's weird because there are people already there. The platform's already launched. So again, to me, something just doesn't add up. But on to the potential bullish hypium, hopium, whatever you want to call it. The other piece of information that was dropped in the chat is reference to a tap to earn game that the team has been working on since June, they said. Where is that pinned message? It was a video. Let's see, pinned message, here we go. So you have this. So if you're not familiar, tap to earn is the new meme token craze of 2024, so to speak. And they're all on the Ton network, which is Telegram. And I mentioned this to you guys way back when, multiple times. I covered it here talking about Bitfighters using the tap to earn, and even the same thing with Trump, and then here Bitfighters again with the tap to earn. So it's been around quite heavily, like I said, since the beginning of this year, and it is definitely a market to capitalize on if done properly. I don't know. We don't have much on this. I think they mentioned that this could come out in September, and essentially it will be the first meme token airdrop, if you will, from the SwapX DEX. So it will be on the DEX. So let me back up a bit if you're not familiar with this tap to earn craze. Basically, the way these work is they are focusing on the community hype aspect before launching an actual token. So the old school way was get a bunch of influencers, Reddits and tweets and Instagram or YouTube videos, whatever, and hype up a token that was already launched by someone or some entities, and then have that token, take off is the goal. This new tap to earn craze, what they do, or what some of the more successful ones like Hamster Combat and Not Coin, which was one of the first ones, did, is they just generated hype around an actual product, which is just tap to earn, which goes way back to the cookie clicker days, basically. And it just gives people something to do on their phone while they're bored. And then what they did correctly is center that around the crypto and DeFi craze, and they got tons of hype into their community because they made the platform engagement based off of how much you share and onboard other users is kind of how you level up, so to speak. So it just kind of went viral all on its own and created its own space. Like you can see just from this listing here, there's 40 tap to earn games. Now, where this goes into the DeFi side and crypto and meme token is that once those like Hamster Combat, Not Coin had, or Not Token had a lot of hype, they then took that hype to generate capital and then created a token that was airdropped based off of what the users did in the game. So you were actually tapping to earn the token, and then the token was airdropped fairly to everyone that participated, and then liquidity was added to it, and then it became a tradable token. So from what we gathered from the AMA here is that they will do something similar. And again, why I say this could be potentially bullish is there's a couple facets. One, the success of a tap to earn Telegram token from what we've seen is based solely on community hype and how much onboarding and users you can get into that thing. Hamster Coin has like 400 million or something crazy. They shot up to 150 million in a couple of weeks. So they just had crazy onboarding. And then keeping that hype. And then what they have done really well is they created a bunch of They got a YouTube channel. They got a lot of memeable memes that you're able to send. They created games within it. And I think even their YouTube channel, let me check that real quick. Yeah, their YouTube channel has 35 million subscribers. What in the world? That is crazy. I didn't realize it got that high. So what they've done, like I said, really smart, is whoever the team is behind this, they took this into their own hands, created 3D videos, and they're even sharing crypto news. And the entire ecosystem built around Hamster Combat is all about like education in crypto. So they use that to bridge the gap for normies, which is again super smart because Telegram is a bunch of normies and people not familiar. So I bring all this up to say that one, because Ray was blowing smoke saying how much better this Bad Bunny can be, and I don't see that happening compared to something like this. Whatever the team behind this and the actual images and stuff that they've done behind it, and the onboarding and built their own channels and the amount of views, like this automatically now just from views is able to generate revenue on YouTube that they can use to put into the token. So if you want a successful project to copy in the tap to earn ecosystem and not just have something jump off a cliff or just be another copy paste model of everything else, the die have been cast, and Hamster Combat has done it the best in my humble opinion. So this is why I say the potential bullish hopium hype behind this is that there is a framework, there is an actual blueprint of what to do, and Hamster Combat team built it without a community to start with, whereas the SwapX has an existing community, and we will see if that existing community can rally together, because there's been a lot of fragmentation over the years, and even with how the SwapX team did this token generation NFT event, so to speak. So I am on the fence, but I'll do my part. I'll play the game. I'll share it in my Telegram once it's launched, because, you know, it does help onboarding and there is a lot of potential within it. But that's why I say this is potential hype and hopium, because we don't know how it will go. And I'm on the fence based off of what we've seen historically from this team and the fragmented community. But again, the blueprint is there. So if we could generate something similar and there was an actual channel and things of that nature, like this is external revenue. And YouTube does pay pretty well if you start getting millions and millions of views, in addition to how you would be able to then leverage this page as an influencer to do other stuff. And they've even created this channel in multiple different languages. So this is impressive for sure. And this thing's like maybe a couple months old, definitely earlier this year. So the blueprint is there, the potential is there, and we will see what happens with it. All right, that's the updates from the SwapX AMA. Let me know what you think, and smash that HBO special. Help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.